The food you trust might be lying to you. What if I told you that some of the most normal foods in your kitchen are quietly working against your health? Not fast food, not junk snacks, not street food from some faraway place. That I'm talking about foods you eat every single day, foods your parents gave you, foods doctors once recommended, foods advertised as healthy, natural, or safe. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Modern food is not the same food humans evolved with over thousands of years. Our ancestors ate fresh, seasonal, unprocessed meals. Today, food is engineered for shelf life, profit, and convenience, not for your body. Some foods damage digestion, some mess with hormones, some quietly increase inflammation, and some slowly drain energy while pretending to give it. The danger isn't poison, the danger is habit. In this video, we're exposing 100 dangerous foods people eat every day without knowing, not to scare you, but to wake you up. You don't need to quit everything, you just need awareness. Let's start where the danger hides best, in foods we trust the most. Healthy foods that aren't as innocent as they look. Let's begin with the biggest lie in modern nutrition: healthy branding. Imagine walking through a grocery store. Green labels. Words like organic, low-fat, heart healthy. Your brain relaxes. Your guard drops. That's exactly the point. Take breakfast cereal. It's marketed as the perfect start to the day. But many cereals spike blood sugar faster than candy. The refined grains digest instantly, flooding your system with glucose. Energy shoots up, then crashes. Hunger follows. Then there's low-fat yogurt. When fat is removed, flavor disappears. So what replaces it? Sugar. A lot of it. Some yogurts contain more sugar than soda, just wrapped in a health halo. Fruit juice is another classic trap. We're told it's liquid fruit, but fiber is stripped out, leaving concentrated sugar. Drinking juice is not the same as eating fruit, your body absorbs it too fast. Now let's talk about vegetable oils: sunflower, soybean, corn oil. These didn't exist 150 years ago. They're industrial products, extracted under high heat, heavily refined. When overheated, they produce compounds linked to inflammation. What about whole wheat bread? Sounds ancient, right? In reality, modern wheat has been genetically altered to grow faster and bigger. Many people struggle to digest it, leading to bloating and fatigue. Even protein bars can be deceptive. They look athletic and clean, but often contain artificial sweeteners, cheap protein isolates, and chemical binders. Here's the psychology behind it. When food is labeled healthy, we eat more of it. That's called the health halo effect. Your brain gives permission, even when it shouldn't. The danger isn't the food alone. It's the trust we place in it, and trust, when misplaced, becomes a silent threat. Everyday foods that turn toxic the wrong way. Some foods aren't dangerous by nature, they become dangerous by how we use them. Let's start with cooking oils. Heat olive oil too high, and it breaks down. The smoke isn't just smoke, it's chemical degradation. Oils heated past their limit produce harmful compounds. Non-stick pans tell another story: scratch them, overheat them, and the coating can release toxic fumes. That convenience comes with a cost. Now consider microwaved plastic containers. When plastic heats up, chemicals can leach into food. You can't taste it. You can't smell it. But your body notices. What about leftover rice? If stored improperly, it can grow bacteria that reheating doesn't destroy. That's why food safety rules exist, not to scare you, but to protect you. Charred meat is another example. Burnt edges may taste smoky, but high heat cooking creates compounds linked to cellular damage. Occasional grilling isn't evil, daily charring is the problem. Even salt can become dangerous. Highly refined salt lacks trace minerals. Excess sodium without balance strains the heart and kidneys. Then there's aluminum foil. Cooking acidic foods in foil can cause metal transfer into meals. Again, small exposure, repeated often. The pattern here is simple: modern kitchens are fast, hot, and plastic heavy. Our biology isn't designed for that environment. The danger doesn't come from one meal. It comes from repetition, and repetition is where everyday habits quietly turn harmful. Sugar, sweeteners, and the hidden addicton. Sugar isn't just food. It's chemistry. Your brain reacts to sugar the same way it reacts to reward. dopamine release. Pleasure. Comfort. Relief. That's why it's everywhere. White sugar, corn syrup, maltodextrin, rice syrup, different names, same effect. Blood sugar spikes. Insulin surges. Energy crashes, but artificial sweeteners aren't the hero either. Aspartame, sucralose, and similar compounds confuse your metabolism. Sweet taste with no calories disrupts appetite regulation. Your brain expects energy, it doesn't arrive, hunger increases, diet soda feels safe. 0 calories. But studies suggest it may increase cravings and alter gut bacteria. Even natural options like agave syrup are extremely high in fructose, more than regular sugar. Then there are hidden sugars, bread, sauces, salad dressings, ketchup. Even savory foods sneak it in. Why? Because sugar sells. Culturally, sweetness equals comfort. Birthday cakes, holidays, rewards, childhood memories. The danger isn't sweetness itself, it's constant stimulation. Your body never gets a break, and a system that never rests eventually breaks. Foods that disrupt your gut and brain. Serotonin. Your gut is not just for digestion, it's a second brain. Over 90% of serotonin, the mood chemical, is produced there. Now think about ultra-processed foods, packaged snacks, instant noodles, frozen meals. They lack fiber, they lack diversity, they feed the wrong bacteria. Emulsifiers used to keep food creamy can damage the gut lining. Preservatives extend shelf life, not human health. Even excess dairy can be an issue for many adults. We're taught milk equals strong bones, but lactose intolerance is common worldwide. Refined carbs like white bread and pasta digest too quickly, feeding harmful microbes. Then there's alcohol, socially normal, biologically stressful. It irritates the gut lining and disrupts sleep cycles. Here's the scary part: when your gut suffers, your brain feels it. Anxiety, brain fog, low mood, poor focus. Food doesn't just fuel your body, it programs your emotions. Cultural habits. We never question. Some foods are dangerous because culture protects them. Think about processed meats, bacon, sausages, deli slices. They're convenient, tasty, and deeply embedded in Western diets. Or deep-fried foods. Crispy equals celebration. But repeated frying reuses oil that oxidizes with every batch. White flour became popular because it looked refined and wealthy. Nutrients were stripped, status went up. Energy drinks promise power but deliver stress hormones. Late-night snacking isn't hunger, it's habit, stress, boredom. Culture teaches us what's normal, biology doesn't care. Your body only responds to chemistry. The real danger is eating without thinking. Here's the truth no one tells you: food isn't good or bad, awareness is everything. You don't need fear, you need understanding. The most dangerous foods aren't rare, they're familiar. They sit in your fridge, they're on your plate, they're part of your routine, and now, they're no longer invisible. If this video made you think, even once, then it did its job. Like this video to support real awareness. Comment which food shocked you the most. Subscribe for more truth about health, food, and the human body, because the moment you eat with awareness, food stops controlling you, and starts serving you.